That's holding the
structural can.
I fixed a lot of stuff with soup cans.
Did you do this?
No, they did. Sometimes temporarily, sometimes permanently.
With soup cans?
With soup cans.
This is a shock absorber, isn't it? Or a dampener?
Yeah. What do they call those filters on a muscle car? Like a fly eye? You ever heard that?
Fly eye? Oh,
fly
I can
eye.
see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. I don't think this is what you would call a muscle car, though.
Right. All the chromy go fast parts in the world won't make it what it ain't.
The butterflies are free.
Yeah, those are free. So
I assume the engine's free.
Oh yeah, it rocks nice.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Little bit of spark, little bit of starter, and
looks like a flathead Ford distributor coming out the side like that. I guess there's it up here. Cool little old car.
possible fodder for a Will It Run. I was gonna check around with the McPherson guys and see if any of them maybe love awesome British cars.
We'll talk with the California guys to see if any of them want a surf wagon.
Yeah.
Do you have this piece?
It would just be something a guy could make. There's a I think it's wood. I think there's a wood screw that goes through it there.
Oh, sure enough, yeah, there's one over here. Oh yeah. Well, you need to do it anyway because you could pattern it off that other.
Somebody on eBay that restored one of these, they kind of drew out plans.
Aluminum.
The back half is all aluminum. The side panels, the fenders aren't. Yeah. Got the seats off the guy's junk pile at Iola auction, which are not bolted in.
I can fit in here. It's kind of tight, but I fit in here.
The roof's pretty crowned.
What?
The roof is pretty crowned, yeah.
I like the banjo steering wheel. What? Are there two? There are.
Yeah.
I've never seen a sub compartment above a steering wheel before. Man, it's just simpler back then. You have a speedometer, the fuel gauge, and the odometer.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have oil pressure and temperature, although
those are aftermarket.
that's just added on, isn't it? The floor's solid.
The floors had rust and they just put flat metal in.
Oh.
But
well, no,
it's functional. I mean, it's not like
the original. Oh, I see over there.
Yeah. It's not like restoration quality by any standards, but it's
the tunnel is solid.
functional.
Still. I mean, the flat part's the only stuff you have to fix, and that's easy to fix.
Isn't that what restoration is? Finding something solid to weld to?
Cutting away all the rusty bits.
Right.
Would this have been factory? No, surely not. No.
Oh, contact paper?
Yeah, not contact paper. This is a cute little car.
Got the roof rack there from the junk pile at Iola.
Oh, is that?
For being, yeah, it was on top of the bumper stack.
Well, I remember it. I didn't realize this was the one, though.
For being...
That fits awesome.
For being a Model T place, it wasn't bad for British car parts.
Well, and other stuff.
And other stuff, yeah.
This is cool.
They tossed it out there and they broke it in 2 spots, but it's fixable. It's aluminum.
Yeah.
Straighten it up, TIG weld it. It'll be all right.
Oh.
That's holding the
structural can.
I fixed a lot of stuff with soup cans.
Did you do this?
No, they did. Sometimes temporarily, sometimes permanently.
With soup cans?
With soup cans.
This is cute.
I'm sure you can buy that.
It's a huge car. I mean...
Right. It is diminutive.
Well, I'm just saying there's just less acreage to work with.
Right.
The less acreage of stuff to fix.
Yeah.
I like the external hinges here. and then the cast iron ones just bolted on the back. Like if you ever had to source these, good luck ever finding these.
I mean, the Traveler is the lowest production probably, but this car is like the VW Beetle of Germany. I mean, they were just
in Austin
ubiquitous. Oh yeah, Morris. It's
got an Austin
Roots Group. It's like Oldsmo Buicks and generic motors. Yeah, that's what GM stands for.
I guess if you have a mold, you can then just sandcast one too if needed.
Yeah,
but you don't have to worry about it because
I don't have to worry about it.
It's all here.
It's all there.
This isn't no what?
Tag bracket.
No, I know, but is that stock?
Oh yeah. I think they drilled them with holes for US plates and with.
Oh, I see. Cool.
Yeah.
This would be a good one for at McPherson College because it's got a lot of. It's got wood, like classic cars with the woodwork.
Yeah.
It's got aluminum work. It's got it's got everything that kind of an all around. Maybe just the college should buy it.
Yeah. I could donate it to them for what I paid for it. Take it up there.
Get some driving rights. It almost looks like an old ambulance, doesn't it? And they have those big sirens or whatever up there.
Ambulance. I'll edit that out.
Please do.
Redacted. Few people have wondered about the old Morris Minor. Whatever happened to that car after the farm auction? Well, it sat in the garage for a while and sort of became a shelf. But I read through the comments, and a couple of the guys on there told me how to get the hood open, and so figured why not let the open hood be the first step to a will it run. So that's what we've got cooking up here today, and we're gonna see what this old thing will do. So this is the 59 Morris Minor Traveler station wagon here in my garage. Got my helper Aaron. You can see it's become a bit of a shelf here, but the goal is that it not remain a permanent fixture. So the idea is to see if we can get her started. Very, very simple machine. So grab the fan blade, it rocked easy. Carburetor linkages were free, so we went ahead and took the air cleaner pieces off so that we'd have access to be able to get a little fuel on those carbs. And we have connected the battery, we've cleaned the points. One of these old cars that sat for any amount of time, if you don't get the scum off those points first before you do anything else, you are completely wasting your time. With the scum on those points, you are dead in the water. So we scraped them clean. There is only one post on the starter, and so there's a length of cable here that runs up to the little solenoid there, and I would have never seen it, but Aaron was kind of a whiz and noted this little post, and he said, well, I'll bet that thing is the bench tester for that solenoid, and we are gonna find out. So I'll give a little tap on that with the screwdriver, and we'll watch the points down there, see if they're gonna spark at all. Alright, so sounds like good compression. We got good steady spark on those. So I think this is the time. Put the cap and rotor back on. Put a little fuel in this thing and see what kind of chances we have. Notice the little pea shooter exhaust pipe is disconnected there, so if it does pop off, it'll be a little loud. I sprinkled some fuel down in those carbs, and we're gonna see what happens. Until we lost our starter, she was popping. Yeah, starter's weak. Seriously. This would be the time to ye old pop can. You can grab the screwdriver and man the cylinder. Yeah, leave it on there even if it pops. Cool. She's a runner. So the exhaust pipe had come off, and that bell was kind of bent a little around, closed up, so I took a hammer and spread it back open, and now we're gonna put it back up. It's got this little clamp that holds it, so I'm gonna use another clamp to clamp the clamp and put that up and tighten this down, and then we should have exhaust. So the exhaust we were able to successfully get bolted back on. We got the old petrified fuel line off, and this is kind of the moment of truth to fill the remote tank and see if we've got working carburetors or just a leaky mess. So we got our fuel connected, our ignition connected, our exhaust connected, and we are ready to see if this old starter's got another few cranks left in it. It's kind of on its last legs, but give her a whirl there. Okay. Settled into an idle. Alright, well, get this thing out of the garage before we fill it with carbon monoxide. Take her for a drive. Sweet, man. Yeah, you can go ahead and kill take the whole thing, yeah. Awesome, man. So, see all the rusty soot that it blew out the muffler. I'm actually surprised this little pea shooter exhaust system is in pretty good shape for What is this 64-year-old car, 63-year-old car, 59? Save the soup cans to fix something else, because this exhaust doesn't need them. Pull the battery off, Dylan. Oops. Okay. I guess since your truck's there, I'll get the tow strap for that Datsun. Just basically drive it till it runs out of gas, I think. Sweet. See if I can. Oh. I really should snug these lugs too. Okay. Start her up. Sticky. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Don't run over me. Ah.
Man, she just runs so smooth. Clutch pedal's a little sticky. I might have to see what I can do in second gear here.
Oh, spun the tire.
She's a right spirited little creature, that she is. Look at that, she's got 40 pounds oil pressure. Right where she's supposed to be. Here we go.
There you go.
Unreal. We took the fuel line off. We're just letting the bowls run dry so they don't sit there with fuel in them. They do leak a little. You can see some trail down on that heat shield. Obviously gonna need a bit of going through as far as electrical work. The fuel pump there is electric. I'm sure it's bad from sitting. All this wiring, got your Lucas original wiring, everything in the dash. That will all certainly need to be worked through. We just kind of ran our hot wires. There, she's running out of gas. I mean, we didn't clean the plugs or look at them or anything. Exhaust system seems in good shape. Like, we didn't hook up the generator, just disconnected the leads. Obviously, we're using a positive and not a positive ground. That's why we unhooked that generator. I've heard two different sets of theories on reversing the leads for the coil or not. And goodbye. Some of the guys say to reverse those leads on the coils because it gives it more of the flow of the direction, I guess, that the electrons naturally want to go. And other guys say don't even bother. And we didn't bother, and you see how good she ran. I mean, there at the beginning when we had the cap off and we're cranking it over, you could see good fat sparks on the ignition points there. So that's the will it run for the Morris Minor Woody Wagon. I really like this car, but I'm not married to it, and I'm kind of debating. I mean, I've had the thing listed for $3,500 and would like to find it a home. I've just got a lot of vehicles and I find them more often than I get the time to work on them. I've never actually really been real mechanical. I've always kind of worked with cars rather than on cars, but some of you guys want to see whether they run or not, and so I figure that's good entertainment and good education in some ways here on the channel. And really been fortunate to find Aaron that's got a good knowledge and a good hustle, and that's a combination that's kind of hard to find, but very grateful to have him around and working. And so we just took the chance to see if this old thing would run. So stay tuned. If anybody is interested, I'll put my email down in the description box. And I realize this is probably kind of a rare car being the Woody like this. You know, it's not just the average sedan or coupe, and especially here in the States, there's not a huge amount of them around. Does need work. It's got some rust in the floors and needs the wood reworked. There's just a spot there on the frame that's going to need a patch, but it's not seriously rusted. Just needs some work like they all do. I did find the set of seats for it. I don't think are actual Morris seats, but they're out of some little European car of some kind. So they were more correct than the Dodge van buckets that were in it when I got it. I do have the original wheels there, and I did buy this roof rack, which I'd sure let go with it. Really, about the only thing I don't have for it probably would be the hubcaps, which they're around. It's possible to source a set of them. It is a composite body, so it's going to need a person with some woodworking skills and body skills, fabrication. There is a good video on YouTube here of some guys that redid the wood on one of these over in England. You know, there's a bit that's complicated, and then, you know, some of it is just really simple, like flat aluminum panels, flat glass. Just needs some time and attention, but there is very good aftermarket part support for these cars.